Hi Stampin' friends. Tonight we'll see what we can do with the Hello Ladybug stamp set and punch. The punch punches out this shape here, and then also it punches out the wings, the red wings that you can see. So there is a lot of possibilities. You can stamp your little guy here just on some white paper and either cut him out or cut him out in a shape or stamp him onto a shape. And then there are flowers that you can add some color and a nice big leaf that you can add some color. The sentiments are a little specific. Hello, it's a good day. May your greatest wish come true. My friend, and you can bug me anytime. So that's they're kind of useful, but yet maybe not necessarily the first thing you grab, like for example, a birthday or something like that. So I have done a little bit of stamping ahead of time, just kind of for myself, and I had a little bit of trouble, and then I couldn't find my re-inkers. So always good to have those. I will add a Memento Black re-inker, so that will be good to have. Okay, so the first thing I did was kind of imagine some colors that I'd like to use. So my thinking was just kind of in general, I wanted to use reds, of course, because, you know, it's a ladybug. So I kind of imagine using this paper. This is the paper that kind of looks like the kitchen type things that is in the big annual catalog. So I thought these they're kind of like peacock scales in a way, but they're in rainbow colors. I thought that would blend nicely with the red. And then I also was thinking, what other colors could I use that I haven't already seen that are close to red but not quite red? So I kind of went with the Calypso Coral. So it has a nice stripe. And then I was kind of thinking this would look kind of cute with it. That could also be put instead on Granny Apple Green, just to kind of make it pop. So what I was doing with this was just kind of playing with it. Also, black looks great, of course, because half of our little ladybug is black. So that's just kind of some options there that I'll probably, as I put them together, I'll probably add more to it than what I have right now, just kind of in general. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do was start with a red base. This is a square card. And so what I'm doing with this is just kind of imagining a tent topper. Because of the way the little ladybugs are, I just think they would be kind of cute as a tent topper. So all I did was cut the base, this real red base, to 4 1/4. So in order to be certain that it's going to fit in my medium envelope, what I want to do is just line it up here and give myself 5 1/2 inches to work with before I add my circle to the top. So like that. I just want to make sure that I don't extend past the 5 1/2. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this together after I stamp my green leaf on here. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. Okay, there we go. It was user error. Okay. Just gonna go off this edge here just a little. Kind of just wanted to make it look lush. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, get this out of my way, is attach it to the card base so that I can attach my little red tent topper on the top. Okay, so onto the base. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead. I keep my little tiny trimmer over here, and I notice that this is just a wee bit large on this side. Let's see here. Yep, I like that better. Then I'm ready to put my tent topper. So here I go with the 5 1/2, and I just want to make sure that it fits there. I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of pieces down pretty low of my tear and tape so that it will be good and secure and won't be too, won't have too much stress on it. If it were some of the lighter adhesives, it might come loose. So I don't want to take a chance. Okay, I've got it at 5 1/2, and then I'm making sure that I don't go too far up so that it will still fit in the card, and then I just want to check it right and left, and I want it to be fairly in the center. Okay, so now I've got that put on. The next thing I'm going to do is just add my little white circle, because when I, however I do my Ladybug, it's probably going to be mostly red. So I want to put a white base for it to sit on. Oh wait, I was going to stamp this. I got myself all discombobulated thinking about the situation with the ink that I was having. Okay, first thing I want to do is stamp my little Ladybug on there. And if I mess this up, I'll just redo it before I post it. Get him inked up. Another thing I like to do, the blends do a much better job of filling in wherever I don't have, like if it doesn't stick pretty and I leave a bad spot. Of course, I'm talking bad about it and it worked just fine. But the blends do a much better job than the Mini Marvelous markers of filling in the space. So that's something to consider as well. All I'm doing here, luckily this is see-through, so I'm just trying to get this little guy, or girl, I guess she probably is, as close to the spot as I can. Yeah, a little bit off, but not bad. And then I would probably also add a little bit of white for around her eyes, because even if I hadn't got them really inked with the black, I still might want to make the eyes just a little bit cuter and bigger. Another thing that you can do is use the tiny googly eyes. I think those would look super nice on there as well. I actually think I have some, so we'll have to look here in a second. All right, so I'm popping her right there. I'm gonna see if see how this one is doing. I probably need to order this as well. Oh no, it's great. So there you can see I just made her eyes a little more visible, which is super helpful. Okay. So now that I've done that, I want to go ahead and punch and stamp some regular Ladybugs. So I'm going to use the, actually I think let's be thrifty and use this piece of trash here and stamp our wings. And that's going to need a little bit of coloring, but okay. So then all I'm going to do here is just slide this in. Well, I'm going to cut it off first. It's the opposite direction that I thought of. Okay. So, whoop, there we go. Got that slid in there. I'm just going to try to get it as straight as I can on each side. There we go. And there I have my little wings. Then I'm going to use the black again. Oops. Ink this little guy. And this one doesn't look very well inked, but I'll just do the best I can. right. And then I'm gonna cut this again. I should have made little tiny strips because that really works nicely a lot of times. And then what I'm doing here is just getting it where I can see what I'm doing. Just line this up where I can see what I'm doing and where you can also see what I'm doing. And then hold it and then punch it. Okay, so now we've got our little guy, girl, whatever, and we're ready to put that on. Then we can either use a black marker to color in the polka dots, or we can go ahead and fill those in with like some little dots. By that I mean our black little guys over here. Of course, I just put these up. Would have been so much better if I hadn't put them up. I had them out earlier. Here we go. Here are some. You wouldn't necessarily have to use them all, but I think that using the some medium ones here, because that's really as big as they get on this, would be super cute like that. And then color in the big ones, because I think it adds kind of some dimension to have them raised up. So then you can do this a couple of different ways. You could put some small dimensionals on the wings, which is what I think I'm going to do. You could also just stick them down. It would be beautiful if you stamped these onto vellum and then colored it with your blends, because the water base isn't necessarily going to dry super well on for your blends, but it would if you used your dry well on your vellum. But if you use your blends, it'll dry fine. Your red is what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's pop this little thing on like that. And then like it's flying kind of through the air with our green leaves. So I'm going to get one more dimensional to put her on. There we are. Okay, so now that I've done that, I think all that I need is a sentiment. So I have a couple of these here. I did the, you can bug me anytime. I thought that was super cute. And you could also, I was trying to decide if that went on the inside and then maybe my friend on the outside. That's kind of where I was going. So I'm going to try the my friend right there. And I've just pre-cut some of these die cuts. Hopefully I will get this fairly lined up. But if I don't, I can always redo later. Oh, yeah, perfect. Okay, so then I can put this maybe down here on the side. Now, the choices for ribbon on this are pretty extensive. This one that is in the annual catalog, this is the stitched 1/8 inch real red that it came with the Pampered Pets, would be super cute. Any of the reds would be super cute, like this shiny satiny red or the linen red. Then we also have, I'm sure you remember, the pretty gingham, the black gingham. And had I used the evergreen or a darker green, this would have been really cute too, the little evening evergreen window pane. So I'm leaning towards possibly coloring this with the Granny Apple Green blends. I'm thinking that could be really cute with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a bow for now, though. I don't necessarily have to color it. I can just use it with the black and white. Trim my ends real quick. And then I think I will probably put that under the little my friend, because I think that, well, let me lift it up so you can see. I think that will make it super cute. So I feel like I've done enough on that one. I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down. Okay, then I'm going to add some glue dot under that. And like I said, I'm going to go back and redo a little bit of this and add some black to these wings. So you can see that this would be super simple. Oh, I did want to do one thing. I specifically got out my blue so I could put these little tiny guys on, and then I didn't even do them. These little forget-me-not flowers that come with it. Let's see if I can lift this. Oh, I can lift this right up. Put a couple over here. Let's see here. A bit of twist. There we go. And then maybe off the edge here. Let's see. A couple more. Oh, I like the interest that gives us. Tap that under the edge. Couple going off the edge there. Oh, much better. One more down here at the bottom. Sorry, I'm being fussy with it. Okay, that's what I had in mind. Too funny. Okay, so I will get this one worked on a little bit before I get it on my blog. The next thing I wanted to show you was just punching our Ladybug out of black and red, just to see that, yeah, it's totally worthwhile to do. Go. So punch my Ladybug body out of black. And I believe it was Teresa that today, whenever I asked what you think, oh, I think that slid when I did it. Which one do you think would be the most useful? Said that these would look great for making butterflies out of the red. And they really would. You could use, instead of using red, you could use orange. And then make your little butterfly like this. Just trim down her little chubby body, and make a butterfly pretty easily out of that. So I thought that would be super cute to make a butterfly like that. There probably are ways to make it look even more realistic, more realistic than what I've done, but that is super cute and easy. So something to consider there for another way to use it. Do a little trimming and make her a butterfly. But there is that. And then, uh-oh, I about reached for the wrong hole punch. Uh-oh. Well, shoot. Okay. I don't see it. It's not going my way tonight on that kind of stuff. So instead, since I don't see it, the thing to do is probably stick these little black dots on there. There we go. But a regular size hole punch would be the easiest and least expensive thing to do for this. But she's super cute like this as well. Actually, I tried to be like not evenly space my dots. I can't deal with it. They've got to be better spaced. There we go. So that is a quick and easy way to put together your Ladybug, and you don't have to necessarily worry too much about taking time with it this way. So if you were going to make these to put on some gifts or some little cute things, even something for kids, this is a much faster way to put this together, and you don't have to do as much stamping, and she's still very obviously a ladybug. So there you can see how super quick and easy that was. Okay, so then what I was going to do on this piece, like this, I was just going to try to stamp on this and also add my little sentiment. I think I'll go with my friend again. I put this down. Oh, I think I caught it with my, oh, it'll be fine. Where I sat. Oh, there it is. my Calypso Coral. To try that first with the other colors that I have. Oh, forgot about my red that was probably still on there. So we'll work on that. Oh, it was black. And then Calypso Coral again. There we go. Oh no, it's doing so well there for a second. I was all happy with the color. There we are. And then I'm gonna punch that out. And I could put these on the same, normally if I were going to punch two things, do this at the same time, I would go ahead and put them on the same block. But since I'm doing red and black, I just think it's easier to just stamp, 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 and then punch. So I will go ahead and cut myself a little strip there and re-ink the little body. Oops. Okay. Well, I cannot remember to do it the right direction. It's so funny. Okay. Sorry, this is a little tedious. When you watch this on YouTube, I will be going so fast. Or when other people watch it on YouTube. Okay, so there I am ready to, I'm just going to stick this down with some adhesive here at the top so that I can curve my wings up a little if I want to. Like that, but it's just stuck down. Okay, so then I was imagining, whoops, not this color, just kidding. There we go. So imagining putting this on either the green or the Calypso Coral. And then just popping her on there like that and adding some other colors just to cut, some more little shapes and designs. Again, this is one where I think it would be really cute to have the gingham. But since this is navy in the paper, I might just have stamped her in navy. So I may have to try that and see what I think. So anyway, there is the other card possibility. And then I'm just going to do one more thing here, which is just layer this here and put that there, our white here, and where did I set my little, oh, maybe under here. Yeah, there's, no, that's not her. There, oh, she slid off. She tried to get away. That like that. And then maybe do, I'm thinking I might like to use this one here with my, I'm going to get my red back out. And this is the "You Can Bug Me Anytime" sentiment. we go. And then I will just put that right across the bottom. Now I think that some red ribbon is probably a good idea. Right across the bottom under this to just kind of pop it up. And it could also be really nice to put a little bit of a stripe on here, or maybe even a little bit of, like, maybe put the red hearts across the bottom. I think that could be really cute. So I think that we will call my my live finished. I'm sorry I was so discombobulated tonight and a little bit crazy, but it happens sometimes, no big. So there you can see what it looks like if you just punch the ladybug out without stamping. And then this one I tried to use some non-traditional colors. Use the Calypso Coral. And then some, these pattern papers are from the Hostess Designer Series paper in the big catalog. And then here I used some typical colors that we would expect to see. The Granny Apple Green, the Real Red, black, white, and then I added some balmy blue flowers on there. I also want to try some yellow, but that's a lot of cleaning while you're watching. So anyway, I hope that you all will find this stamp set fun to work with. Thank you all, and bye-bye.